Okay. Let's talk about it. Starting over at nearly 50 and starting over with a new hairstyle, but I don't consider locks a hairstyle. I consider them a lifestyle. The reason why locks, to me, I feel that they're a lifestyle is because honestly, everything that goes into being locked, you are giving up combing and brushing your hair. You are giving up a lot of products and you're giving up looking like everybody else in the room. Okay. So walk into a room, just walk into a room or walk into a store, walk into a business and see how many people have locks. Okay. So the locks that I have are micro locks. Okay. So I started out with a little grid, but the person that started them ended up moving. And so I had to adjust and get a couple other people in my hair. And let me tell you, for the most part, when you lock your hair, get ready. You will not likely, not, I can't say it's a guarantee, but you won't likely have the same person that's going to do your hair. More than likely, you're going to have someone else doing your hair. Okay. So the person that started likely won't be the person that you will be with. And that's due to life changes. I remember when I lived in the Midwest, a girl that did my hair, she ended up deciding she wasn't going to do hair any longer after she had a baby. So her and her husband, they decided she's no longer going to do hair. So, but just get ready. A lot of people are doing self reties, and I'm not coordinated enough. My fingers aren't the dexterity of my hands. Like I'm one of those people, black people, I can't braid hair. I can plait hair, but I cannot braid hair and any of that stuff. So, but I'm really enjoying the progress. And I like the fact that with my lifestyle as a real estate agent, I can get up, I can go, and I actually, like the fact that if something comes up, I'm not scrambling around to get my hair done, scrambling around trying to curl my hair and all of the things. My hair has kind of gotten to the point to where it's just gonna style itself. My fingers are my style. So obviously I wash my own hair, but it has to be retightened from the roots, which I go and get that professionally done about every 4 months. So I know a lot of people get their hair done every 6, 8, 12 weeks or whatever, but I'm tender-headed for one, and for two, my hair texture is just, it grows, but there's no need to have the perfect look. I don't prefer, I like having my parts where you can't see them. They're down in there. You can see that there was parts in some parts of my hair, but over here I had a little section. That's why it's very important that you communicate with your stylist too as well. So if there are things that you don't want done to your hair, I had a little patch over here that it looked like it was going to be some locks growing. It looked like it was going to be some hair grow in it. And about, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, maybe a few months ago, my stylist had tried to lock it. So next thing I knew, I didn't notice this, and I usually just lay there. I let her do what she does because she's really great at what she does. But she started locks all over my hair. So that's why you'll see different lengths or whatever of hair. And she started a lock there. And I was like, oh God, I didn't realize it, So I ended up waiting until it got some new growth to it and I cut it. So I cut off a big patch of hair, So, and I told her next time I went back, I said, hey girl, You started a lock here, but those are my baby hairs. I never have hair um, locks there. Even when I used to get my hair braided, as you see here, my baby hairs don't really grow out long. So I said my baby's hairs, they just stay little frizzy, little curly little baby hairs, and I really don't like to manipulate or mess with them. So I let them stay their little baby hairs. Like I don't maneuver. I don't do anything to them. So she was like, "Oh, I didn't know." I said, "Yeah, I don't do anything to them. So please don't try to start locks on the side of my head, because what it does is it pulls the weight of the lock and I can feel it. And that tension, it just bugs me. Like anytime I'm moving my hair or sleeping or laying down or washing, whatever, that tension is right there. And I just knew it was never going to grow out like the rest of the hair. So I was just like, well, let's just cut it. And so now we got the little baby hairs back in there. And that's all they're going to be. And I'm okay with that. So, and with my forehead, as Tyra used to say, 5 head, I really, with my 5 head, I really am struggling a lot of times to figure out how I'm going to style my hair. That's why a lot of times I can't do really heavy, high updos, because I'm tender headed. And also because of my forehead, my head shape, and the way, like if I pull my hair back, I just don't like the way my hair looks pulled all the way back, like cornrows or whatever like that, just straight back. I'd rather have something coming down, or a part in the middle, some on the sides, half up, half down, something like that, you know. So yeah. But the thing about locks is they're going to do what they do, you know. Yesterday I did steam them. So if you were to touch my locks, you would see just how soft they are, you know. They're really soft. And I usually spray them every day, and I make sure that I spray my ends too with distilled water in a spray bottle with some type of tea tree oil, hyacinth oil, whatever oil you use, some type of essential oil. And yeah, don't be afraid to spray your hair. But like I said, I like the lightness of it, of the locks. This is my 3rd time around with locks. Yes, so I locked before in my, was I in my 20s? Yeah, maybe 20s. Locked in my 30s. And then here I am locked. I locked in my 40s. So had I stayed locked the first time, I imagine they'd be super long and super whatever. But those were the traditional locks, and I wanted this size of lock because I wanted something that would mimic like loose natural hair, and then also wanted something that was light. So this is what I wanted for my hair. I do love all locks. Okay, every person that has locks, I don't care if they're freestyle, I have an admiration for all locks and all levels of the process. So definitely trust the process. You know, I have friends that say, oh, I'm going to shave my hair bald so it can all grow back one length or whatever. Then I'll wait to lock. And I said, to that I say no, because hair grows in different areas at its own pace. So it's going to grow and do what the heck it wants to do. They're never, your hair is, I mean, most people's hair isn't going to grow out all into one length. I wish, you know, I definitely wish that. But the things that locks have taught me is to obviously patience, to be more patient, and to be happy when it comes to beauty, you know, because you are beautiful. We are beautiful as women. We are beautiful, and we are wonderfully made. Okay, we are God's creation. For those of you that believe in God, okay. But yeah, I'm also not coloring my hair, so it's taught me how to embrace all of the things, okay, that come with locks. And also, I have just looked at this as, I didn't lock my hair to be a product junkie. I didn't lock my hair to stay in the shops and spend hours and days, detangling and all of that. I locked my hair for the freedom. So yes, it's taught me that it's okay to be free. It's okay to be you. And yeah, people identify me with my, for my locks now, and it's something I like. And I like having a style that everybody doesn't have, I really do. I love having a style that's unique to me. I like the uniqueness of my locks. I like the layers, and it's so funny how the grays do. Grays don't just go in little areas and little pop-ups through the hair. They do that, but they don't just exclusively do that. They will pop up here around the perimeter of your hair, and it will look like from a distance like, oh my God, am I bald? But you look up close, that's where the grays are. But I don't think right now I'm not going to color it. I don't say I won't color it, but I'm saying I won't, to hopefully keep myself to that, because I see so many gray locks and I absolutely love gray hair. So that's my goal, is to be a silver foxette or whatever, with gray hair, or the platinum locks coming through, because I see so many of the ladies and they look fantastic. Okay, but now I've seen people also comb them out, and I don't know about combing out the locks, but I want to talk about embracing. I have a couple two-headed dragons. So if you look closely, this little puff here, I ended up connecting the lock next to it, and that's the thing about locks. Hopefully you find someone that just doesn't start the locks and maintain the locks, but they also do lock repairs, okay? So if you have a lock that needs to be connected, they can repair it. Or if you have a lock that you lose, or if you have a two-headed dragon and you want to pull that piece and connect it to another lock, you want to make sure that your stylist is good with doing all the repairs that come with the locks. Because I see some out there saying, oh, I don't do repairs. So, don't bring your locks to me trying to get me to fix them. I only do the lock maintenance. So, but yes, man, look at those locks, y'all. They are doing their thing, okay? The styles I do right now really is just what you see. I'll pull it up. I'll put a clip up. I will do curls. I will do twist outs, braid outs, Bantu knot out. So I'll Bantu the whole thing, and I'll keep my hair up in a little head wrap until it dries. So walk around a couple days, and I'll change them up according to my outfits, so I don't have to worry about that there. But yes, definitely. And that's another thing. While my hair is up in the Bantu knots, I don't worry about getting underneath the dryer, trying to get it to dry fast or anything like that. Guess what I do? I'll walk around every day and do what I live life, go to the store, show houses, whatever I need to do. And I got my head wrap on. What you see is what you get. So that is where I am. I am moving toward a simplistic way of living. Okay. So that's where I am. So yes, if you have any questions or comments about locks, or my lock journey, or living the simple life, as simple as I can. Obviously in America, there is no simple life. If you're driving, you're in traffic, so you're dealing with the hustle and bustle. But there are things that you can do to make your life simple, okay? I get a lot of comments on my skin. One thing that I really do use on my skin, my secret weapon, is organic coconut oil, okay? So that's one of my secret weapons. People use it for, I use it too for oil pulling in the teeth, and also use it, like I said, skincare. I really don't put it on my hair a lot, because I know too much oil in the hair causes lint to build up in the hair. And another thing, before I go to bed, I do not go to bed without putting my hair in a bonnet. Okay, so I have to cover up my hair, because I don't care what you say when you're asleep, what kind of pillows you got, whatever, something always gets trapped in your head if you're a roller or tosser and a turner, okay, in your sleep. But yeah, any questions about anything? If you just need motivation, if you just want somebody to, if you want some recommendations for locticians, I'm in Arizona. I can get you some recommendations for some good ones that I've seen out there, and I can let you know about mine. But like I said, she's not happy with me right now because I'm only in there about every 4 months. So, but mainly if you keep your hair separated when you wash it, a lot of people will let the locks mat up. So once your hair mats up, so like one lock could just start to mat and it'll be one big lock. So a lot of people start to let 2 and 3, 4 locks and they just wake up and go. And then next thing you know, you have the big Bob Marley locks, which that's fine. That's great, you know, but depending on what you're trying to, you know, go with on your lock journey. Okay. So I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe.